So I started playing guitar at 10. Before that, I was playing trombone, very similar instrument. And I really wanted to play guitar. And you and I were actually just talking about Slash, and that was like the November Rain video. Maybe it had been like constantly rotating on MTV at the time, back when that was a thing to have videos of music on MTV. I think that was like the last draw of like, dude, I want to play guitar. Like, that's just very cool. I want to do it. And I was a pretty bad student at that moment, so I had to like show my dad I could get all B's on a report card. So I got all B's, and then he took me to, it was a guitar shop that probably doesn't exist anymore in Evanston, and it was like an all-used shop, and they had a Barclay Bobcat 2 and a matching Barclay amp. Like, I've never been able to find that combination. Like, I've looked online, and like I don't even really totally know what I had amp-wise. I know it was a Barclay amp, and they look great together. And I think at the time in my head I was like, this is junk, but now like obviously junk is cool, and I look back and I'm like, I wish I still had it. But that was my first set of gear. But the funny, or at least I thought in retrospect, the funny part of the story is I remember I walk in the store and I'm this like dumb kid, and the guy running the place, he's changing a guitar string, stabbed himself in the fingers, like blood everywhere. He's like, oh man, you gotta watch out, kid. These things, if it pokes you in the eye, your eye's done. That's when I immediately learned that guitar strings are very sharp. And then I got the guitar and amp, and from there, I somehow got a gig playing guitar for money. I use Reverb. Actually, I bought a lot of gear for my studio lately there. I've actually gotten I've been playing, which I know Sun purists do not like these, but I really like the reissue Sun, the Fender reissue Sun heads. So I've gotten all of my backups, because we have like 2 rigs. We'll have like a rig for Europe and like the UK, and basically an international rig. We'll have one here, and then I need like also a backup amp for if like my main amp craps out, which it happens once in a while. So I've bought pretty much all of my backups, like 2 or 3 of my backups off Reverb. B15 for my studio, Retro 176 compressor that I use a lot in my studio. I use it like exclusively. I don't look anywhere else now because I know it's like a safe place to buy gear, and you can get good gear. And like, actually just got a really great pair of ProAc 100s that I'd been looking for forever. If I would see them anywhere else, like, I'd get kind of sketched out just because you don't know. But through Reverb, it's like, it's also like I saw I was getting it from a studio. I saw their rating. I know the vibe with Reverb. It's all about like guys that actually give a shit about gear, and so I felt very safe getting them, and they're in fantastic condition, and like those are my favorite pair of reference monitors, and stuff. Like helped me a lot in the studio. The 176 is like, it's I went from just having my LA2A to having that, and I feel like I got my real man's compressor. My problem is I have to stop looking at Reverb.